Welcome back to another episode of Not Just Another Story. This week we thought we'd do something a little bit different and get into the festive spirit. I'm joined by special guest Meg. How are you, Meg?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for coming on. And
No
obviously,
props.
it's going to be a bit of a different episode. Um, and I'm just going to kick us straight off with a notable mention. So, for everyone who is tuning in tonight, we are doing a top 10 Christmas movies and top 10 songs as well for Christmas songs.
Love
So
it.
I've got a few notable mentions that I want to mention first. My first one being Die Hard. It's not a fucking Christmas movie, it's an action movie, and I'm not having it.
Ooh, I think my dad would disagree with you on that one, you know.
Do you reckon? Nah.
Yeah, I
I have
really
this
do.
argument with everyone, me.
But I agree with you, to be honest. But as soon when I say that to my dad, he's like, no, it's a Christmas film, it's a Christmas film. But no,
Yeah, nah.
I don't think it
Um,
is.
my next one, which didn't quite make the list, but it should have been on the list if I'm honest, because I do really enjoy the two movies. The Christmas Chronicles. It's a newer one that's on Netflix. Can't remember who the actor that's in it. I always forget his name, but it's a good two movies.
Yeah, that's not on my list.
No, it's
No.
not mine either. Next one I've got Noel. I don't know if you've seen it. It's got
I know.
Anna Hendrick on.
Never heard of that one.
Quite good.
Is it a new one?
Newish, 2020s I think.
All right, okay.
But yeah,
I'll have to
it
put that on my to watch list.
it's all right. It's not amazing, but it's one of those cheesy Christmas movies that everybody loves. So
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street.
You know what? I
Did you
didn't
forget
even
about
put
it?
that one. Well, I didn't forget about it, but it should be on my list, but it's just not because I've got ones that top it for me. I'm very traditional with mine, but that one didn't make it.
Yes, I think me and you might have similar ones on our
I
list
think
as
we
well.
will as well. I think we will.
I get bored from Miracle on 34th Street if I'm being totally honest. I don't think
Yeah.
it's that good. And my final notable mention is, which I think might be on yours, but I've not actually seen the movie, but it's got really good reviews. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh no, it's not on mine.
All right, fair, fair.
No. Again,
Okay,
it is a good film, but I just think there's so many better ones to watch.
right, okay,
In my
fair enough.
opinion anyway. But I feel like a lot of people are not gonna agree with some of mine. Don't know,
Yeah,
but we'll
mine's
see.
got some. Mine's got one or two rogue ones, but then I think the rest of them, I think pretty much everyone's gonna have on. But do you have any ones that notable mentions, or do you want to just jump into the list?
I tell you what, I'll just jump into the list.
Right, go on. Start with your number 10 then, Meg.
Right, my number 10 is the one I feel like people might not agree with.
Okay.
Love Actually.
No,
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
It's not on your list, though, is it?
It's on my list. It's just a little bit higher.
Oh,
It
is
nearly
it?
it nearly didn't make it onto the list at all, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So that's my number 10 simply because there's so many better Christmas films than Love Actually, but if it's on, I have to watch it. All
Yeah.
of these films on my list, if they're on, I have to watch it.
Okay, got it, got it.
Right.
My number 10, which I think you're either going to agree with, haven't put on your list, or it's really high on your list. I think if it's not 10, I don't think it's going to be that low. I think it's going to be higher, but it's
Right.
not on at all. Polar Express.
It's on my list.
I can't get away with it. I've never enjoyed it, even when I was a kid. I think it's a
Really?
yeah. I might need to watch it. It's been a couple of years since I've watched it, but
I love
from
it.
what I remember, it was an overrated movie.
See, I
So
really love it.
okay, so it's quite high on your list then.
Oh, because I've done one as my favourite. Was I meant to go the other way?
No, no. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, right, okay, right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
So
do you want me to tell you
number
what
nine.
Polar Express is on mine?
No, no. We'll just get there. We'll get there.
Right, okay.
So what's your number 9 then?
Right, my number 9 is Off for Christmas. You forgot
Okay,
about
go
it,
on.
didn't you?
I do.
Callum. That's a really, really good film.
I've,
Really good.
it is a good movie. I don't think I would actually put it on over anything that I've got though. So
Fairs. That's
I'm
fair.
not. I'm not too sad, like mad about it. I'm more mad that I didn't give it a shout out at the start.
Well, when I'm looking at my list, so Arthur Christmas is like the newest one I would say on there. All of my
Right.
other ones are a lot older. So I
Yeah.
think like Arthur Christmas and Love Actually are like the two of the newer ones.
Ooh. Okay.
All the rest of them are quite old.
Okay. My number 9 is Bad Santa.
I didn't put Bad Santa on.
Fuck me Santa. Fuck me Santa. Fuck me Santa. It's one of the best movies ever. It should have
It
been
doesn't
higher on my
surprise
list.
us that it's on your list, to be honest. I'm surprised it's not number one.
Honestly, it's so. It was nearly meant to be higher, but I was like, is it really Christmas movie or is it just set through
Yeah.
Christmas? So I was like, I'm gonna put it in just for on my personal point of view. If I had it my way, it would have been higher, but I've tried doing my list, everything. So enjoyability, Christmas spirit, shit like that. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's number 9 for me.
Right.
Number 8.
I don't think my number eight's going to be on your list. It's a very old one, and it's Christmas with the Cranks.
No,
Is
I've
it not
seen
on your
it.
list?
It's not on my list though.
Is
It
it
is a
not a
good
favourite of
movie.
yours? Just because it's one I used to watch when I was little, and for me, the ones I used to watch when I was little, I love the most. Do you know what I mean?
That's how I've done a lot of mine,
It's
if I'm being honest.
very like traditional, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, good movie though. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
surprised that I haven't put it on mine, if I'm being honest, because it should be on over Polar Express for me.
yeah,
I enjoy the movie more than Polar Express.
gonna have to get rearranging.
Yeah. So my number 8 is Love Actually.
Ah, right, okay.
Nearly didn't make the list, but it's a classic, really, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
in
it is.
everybody's top 10. I think most people will probably put it a lot higher than what we have. But
Yeah, I agree.
for me, it's not quite there. I get bored throughout the movie, but if it's on, like you, I have to watch it.
You have to watch it, that's
I
it.
wouldn't go out my way to put it on like Netflix, anything though. But if I'm like on like Freeview or like normal telly, I don't think anybody has Freeview these days. But if you like flicking through the channels and it's on,
Who pays the TV license? Do you know what I mean?
everybody, but you're not. Like,
I do.
I do. So 7, come on then.
7 is a classic. I feel like it would be top 3 of most people's.
Okay.
Jack Frost.
7.
Yeah.
That's criminal.
Why is it like your number 1 or something?
It should be higher than
I'm
7.
sorry. You know, do you know my reason why?
Yes.
Makes us sad.
Fair, yeah.
So, like, I love it, and it's an amazing film, and obviously, you know, you've got to watch it, it's a classic, but it really does make us sad.
Okay. I'm still disappointed it's so
And
low. But I understand the reasoning. But yeah, it's such a good movie. As you can probably tell, it's quite high on my list.
well, me and Callum made a snowman last week when it was snowing. You didn't get any snow, did you? It was just rain.
We did, but not that deep.
Well, we made a snowman outside the front, and I had like my bucket hat on it and everything. And then I made a little smile, and then I said to Callum, I don't want to leave it outside, and I was nearly crying. And it's because of that film, because I thought the snowman's going to be upset, it's on its own.
Well, it wasn't going to come to life in real life, Meg.
So it's traumatised us, so that's why it's number 7.
Fair enough. My number 7, I don't think anyone will ever put this in their top 7, but it's one of those movies that I watched all the way through being a like kid. So
Yes.
every time it's the only movie that I would probably go out my way to put on, but only if I like remember it of something reminds me of that movie. Where Home Alone and stuff like that, like it's something that I would choose to put on all the time.
Yeah.
It's just generic, but this one, like, if I don't remember it, then I'll just forget about it, if that makes sense.
Right, okay.
Jingle All the Way.
Um, that's like proper old, isn't it?
Arnie, yeah.
Yeah.
Going through the town to get your son this super, like,
Yeah. It's not on my
sugar
list.
toy.
But I only watched that film for the first time like 2 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah, because I didn't know it existed, and my mum and dad they were on about favourite Christmas films, and they were like Jingle All the Way. And I was like, what's that? But I think because it's so old, I don't know, when I watched it, I was a bit like,
Yeah.
But it is a good film. But I
It
know
is
what
a
you
good
mean.
one.
It's a forgettable one.
Yeah, it's very forgettable. But I
Yeah.
was looking at my movie advent calendar because I've got it in my notes where from 1st to the 24th of December I watch a different Christmas movie,
Love that.
and it's on there. So I was like, that has to be in my top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my
Very
7.
nice. Right, well, do you want to know what my 6 is? Polar Express.
Okay.
So that's where number 6 is. But I think that's a good placement for Polar Express. I think you need to watch it again and give it a second chance.
I'm gonna have to because it's been a
Yeah.
while. I think I was about 20 last time I watched it, which is a few years ago now.
And have you not seen like all the like train rides and stuff people actually do now and they go with their pajamas on and it's like the real life Polar Express?
Well, I've seen all that stuff,
I
yeah, but
want
that's
to
not
do
the
that.
movie.
No, but it's like you're in the movie.
Yeah, I've seen the memes and that from the movie, but that's about it.
Well, we'll have to disagree on that one then.
Okay. I think this next one that I've got at 6, I think you might have it higher,
Right.
going off what you've been saying about like classics and stuff. But at 6, I've got A Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's not even on my list.
It's not.
No.
Come on, it's the most. It's like the
Yeah,
classic
but
Christmas movie.
we're on top 5 now, and my top 5 are the big classics, so I'm scared that
Because
we're not gonna have the same top 5.
I think we might have a couple of similar ones. I think going off what I'm looking at, anyways. But I wouldn't really class mine as classics, though. They're just like your generic Christmas movies that everybody watches.
Yeah, same, so am I.
All right, so we might. But yeah, Christmas Carol. I just think it's got a bit of everything, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it's like animated, live action, or even the Muppets Christmas Carol. Like the concept behind it's good.
Oh my god, the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Come on, man.
I should have done top 15. Right.
Come on then. In
Right.
the top 5.
I think you're going to shout at us for this one because I don't think you're going to agree at all that I've put it at 5.
Okay.
But I've put The Grinch at 5.
I'm not mad at it.
Are you not?
No. Why 5?
Because the top 4 for me are just the top 4 best Christmas films ever. And I'll watch them. I could watch them 10 times in a row and I wouldn't get bored.
Right.
But with The Grinch, it's not like a must for me.
Yeah. Why did you think that I was going to be mad at placing a 5th?
Because I can just imagine you loving The Grinch.
Okay. Yeah, it is a really good movie, to be fair. I do love it. But moving on to my 5th, it's a movie that really scared us as a kid. So I didn't watch it for like 10 years, and then I rewatched it, and then I only recently, in recent years, found, like, appreciated the movie for how good it actually was. And that is The Grinch. We've got the same 5th place.
Unreal. Have you watched the cartoon one? The cartoon Grinch? It's on Netflix. It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so good. So
Yeah.
I would put the Grinch and the cartoon Grinch the same at 5.
Okay, cool.
It's really good.
For the live action one though, like when I ever watched that as a kid, I used to shit myself. The Grinch actually scared us, so I didn't watch it, and then I watched it like obviously when I was like a teenager. I was like, yeah, it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah, to be fair, he is pretty scary. Have you not seen when people like like dress up enough as the Grinch and they come in the kids' houses and the kids are like screaming?
Yeah.
Like, because they probably think it's going to take all their presents.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not like a very, like, a one for the kids, is it, really?
Nah, I mean, Cindy Who scares us as well. I think she's got a weird shaped head as well. So,
Cindy who?
but yeah,
Cindy Lou.
is it Cindy Lou? I don't know. Oh, it's the
Well,
Who's, isn't it?
The Who, so she's called Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah. There you go. That's how much I pay attention in movies. I got a first name right. I'm pretty proud of that. Number 4 then, mate. Come on. Top 4.
Right, okay. I don't know if this will be on your list. It's Christmas Vacation.
That's not.
Is it not on your list?
No.
What?
What's a Christmas Vacation?
Are you joking?
No. I'm trying to
Right.
find out. Right now.
Yeah, search it. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And all of their like so it's like this family and the grandparents come round for Christmas.
Yeah,
And
I've
it's
heard of
just
the
like,
movie.
oh, you've seen it.
Yeah. Totally forgot about that movie, you know.
And he puts all the lights on his house.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so good.
so
It's
good.
so good. It's a classic. It has
It
to be
wouldn't have
what?
been in my top 5. I don't think anything's changed in my top 5 if I'm being honest, but I think it would have definitely been in over Love Actually and Polar Express and maybe even Bad Santa.
Yeah. It is a really good film. When's the last time you watched it?
A while ago now, if I'm being honest, like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like it's due a rewatch.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to
100%.
watch it as part of my advent calendar.
Yeah.
My 4 is a little bit newer. It's
Okay.
I'm getting into the franchises now though.
Right.
So it's the Santa Claus.
Okay. That
Because
is in my top. It's in my top three.
good, good. Because I changed my top 3 and 4. Well, to be fair, I had this at one point as well, because it's one of my favorite ever movies to watch. But then I was like, there's probably better Christmas movies than this one.
Okay.
But if I was going just off like personal preference, that would probably be one. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to watch it every night throughout December, pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's underrated Christmas movie, and I think Tim Allen's like a
I
goat in it.
completely agree with you, 100%.
Yeah. So that's my 4th one. Favorite childhood movie. Should have been higher, but yeah, I've went with the others because I've took everything into consideration.
Yeah. Right.
Number 3, then this is where it gets juicy.
Yeah, so I think my number three is your number one, and it's Home Alone.
No, it's not my
Okay.
number 1, but it's in my
Okay.
top 3.
But obviously, like you say, like all of the Home Alones come together really, because I'm not going to do like Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. But Home Alone 1 is the best one.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I think as sequels go though, Home Alone New York, like Lost in New York, is really, really good.
It is good, but
As
nothing beats that kid setting all them traps on the
no,
first one.
definitely not. Best part of Home Alone 2 is when he's in the hotel room and he's got the music, the thingy playing that he does in the first one.
And they're
And then,
dancing.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
hotel staff are like, shit. And then they jump out of the room when the gun goes off.
Yeah.
But no, I rate it. It's in my top 3, but it's not number 1, so
Well, I watched Home Alone 1 the other day actually, so I need to watch Home Alone 2.
yeah. Home
And I
Alone
feel
2 is
like
good.
it's been years since I've actually seen Home Alone 2.
I think you might like realize how close it actually is to the first one, you know.
Yeah, I know, I think that's it. But I think just because in my head Home Alone 1's the best, I'll just always put that one on.
Yeah, I really do like Home Alone 2 to be fair. I think that's probably my go-to Home Alone now
Yeah.
over 1, but I love 2.
Really? Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch it and I'll let you know.
My number 3 is Jack Frost.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
I
You
think it
weren't
has
happy with
everything
my
as a
number
Christmas
7.
movie. No, I was not. I think the movie has everything that you want in a Christmas movie. It's got magic, Christmas miracles. It's got a talking snowman. Um, yeah, there's a dead dad in there, but he turns into a snowman, so not really dead throughout the movie. Yeah, I love it. It's got humor in, top tier, top 3. That's why I was so disappointed.
Honestly, it all comes from trauma.
Fair.
It made us so upset when I was little, and now when I watch it, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it because I know it's going to make us cry.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
That's what it is.
Now, I'm really interested with what you've got at 1 and 2 now, so what's number 2?
Number 2 is Elf.
Fair, okay. I'm not mad at Elf being number 2. Why number 2?
Because my number one can't be beaten.
I
My
don't know.
number one is the best Christmas film of all time. But Elf, like you say, I think it's just mint. Like, it's the most, like, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's got magic in it.
it does.
Like, it's just such a good feeling. It's
Yeah.
such a good feeling when I watch it. So that's why Elf is number two. And it would be number one, but like I say, my one can't be beaten.
Okay, okay. I'm really excited to hear number 1 now, but before we get into that, my number 2, which was going to push everything down and be number 3 for the Santa Claus to be number 2, but I just stuck with it because I went on as a whole what people would think as well.
Hmm.
So Home Alone is my number 2. So I just think it's funny. I mean, questionable storyline because I don't think any parent would forget a kid at home or in an airport and stuff like that. However, you
Yeah,
take away the storyline, it is very comical.
yeah,
And
it is.
what they have the kid do is really funny. So I just think, yeah, it's like dumb humor, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's what makes it so good, though. Do you know what I mean? It's funny.
100%. And top, like you say, top tier has pretty much everything that you want in like a feel
Yeah,
good Christmas movie.
Defos.
So this is where the most important one, number 1, what is yours?
The Santa Claus.
I'm
I
really
have to.
happy with that.
I know because you said it would be your number one. Now, the reason why I didn't change mine is because it is the most underrated Christmas film. That has got everything you need in it.
It does.
It's the best. And you know what it is? So, why it's my number one is every time I used to sleep at my nana's, every weekend, me and my nana used to watch the Santa Claus together. And it's one of them films where, like, we've all got our own favourite parts of the film.
Yeah.
Mine's when the elves come to save Santa and they're like, do you know what I mean? I just love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I get excited when I talk about it, and every time because you know how it's like all based around if you believe in Santa, like is Santa real? And I always
Yeah.
used to say to my nana, "Do you believe in Santa?" And she used to be like, "Of course I do, of course I do," and I still think I believe in Santa now because of that film.
See,
It's so good.
my favorite part of that movie is, do you know when he's just putting the like he's trying not to be Santa and he's like still fat, getting grey hair, and then
Yeah,
Charlie's mum sees him and she's like, "You're letting yourself go.
yeah.
I'm really worried about you, Nick."
You know the bit where he shaves his beard off and then it just grows back in the mirror and he goes,
Yeah,
"I'm in big trouble."
yeah. Nah,
I love it. It's the best.
I'm really glad that was. I forgot you said that was higher in yours, you know. So I'm actually
Yeah.
really glad that that's number 1.
I
My
feel like
number
it's
1,
just gotta be.
it
Oh
has to
yeah.
be. My number 1. I think it's one of the best Christmas movies made. It's probably my second favorite all-time Christmas movie after the Santa Claus.
Right.
I think it's exciting from start to finish. Like you say, it's got everything in magic, humor,
Um,
reconnecting families. Number 1's Elf.
love it.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
think we've got quite similar list there though.
We do, and what I like is my one and two are like both our favourites, so it just
Yeah,
shows that I've got really good taste.
yeah. I mean, I I wouldn't say I'm the person for Christmas movies, like, but yeah, we've got very similar tastes.
Like, I love Christmas movies, so this is just the best.
Yeah,
I
I
took
really
this
enjoyed.
list very serious.
Yeah, it took me a few hours just to do this list. I'm not gonna
But there
lie.
is so many, like you say, like Jingle All the Way that I didn't have on. The Muppets, that's like a big miss on the list, really. But I just don't know where I would put it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like all of these are pretty solid for me.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I feel like I've missed loads out that I really enjoy, but only because they're new and I don't think they're classed as good Christmas movies yet.
I think we like our traditional Christmas films.
Yeah, I don't think you ever
100%.
get Christmas movies like how they were back then.
No, I agree.
Because the Christmas Chronicles is good for being a newer one. I don't know if you've seen that yet. Um,
No, I have seen it, but I just wasn't feeling it, you know?
nah, nah, it's not top 10. I wouldn't say. What's the other ones? Holiday. I nearly had that in, but then I was like, that's not Christmas. That's any
Yeah,
holiday.
it is on the Christmas thing on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a good film though, but I agree, like, you wouldn't put it in your top 10, definitely not.
No. But I think I need to watch Nightmare Before Christmas because I've never seen that before and people say it's really good.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it.
And I think you need to give Christmas Vacation a watch.
I will.
100%.
I mean, I have seen it when I've looked at it online there, but I totally forgot about it.
Give it
I
another
must have
go because
forgotten to put it in.
I feel like you would though. I really
Do you
do.
reckon?
Yeah, because I feel like it's one of them. Like when I watched it as a kid and when I watch it now, I look at it completely different because it's got so many jokes and stuff in that when I was a kid
Yeah.
I didn't understand. But now I think it's hilarious.
Fair. I'm telling you what though, I need to take this off. It's PR too.
Is it itching? That's better. Keep the hat on.
The hat can stay on.
Yeah, 100%.
There we go.
Santa's back.
I'm back. Honestly, look how red my face has went off that stupid beard, man.
Well, it's given Santa.
It is. I mean, nose is it always is. To be fair, my nose is always bright red.
Rudolph.
Literally is.
It's all Christmas related.
Literally, yeah. Look at the background one.
I know, I love it. I love the
lights. I couldn't put the lights in. I couldn't put baubles up this year because my dog keeps eating everything, so I can't put a tree up. So I was like, I'm just gonna do a very cheap background for the Christmas episode.
No, I love it. I think it looks mint.
It's called improvising at its very best.
Yeah. Just waiting for the dog to come in and rip it all down.
Oh, literally, the door's shut. I'm not letting them in my office.
No,
Oh, I've got that stupid beard everywhere.
it's for the best.
So, moving on to part 2 of the episode. We have got top 10 songs. So, just like before, I'm going to quickly fly through my notable mentions.
Okay.
Songs I think is so hard though because it's like I think songs are more subjective to people's opinions, but I think movies,
Yeah, I know
you
what
can
you
take little bits of everything and then decide what's a good movie going off that. But I think songs is just you like what you like when it comes to music.
Yeah.
So I think some of these could potentially be in somebody's top 10, but they didn't make mine. I mean, one of them nearly did make mine, but I was like, I can't put that in, I'll get ripped to shreds. So it's in notable mentions. So first one, White Christmas. Notable mention, I feel like that's in your top 10.
No, it's not.
Did you forget about it or do you not know what the song is?
Sing it.
No, for copyright reasons.
Who sings it?
Oh, some old bloke, innit?
It's, yeah, the really old one. Really old song. Yeah. No, it's not in mine.
Okay.
I do know what song you're on about, but I really it's just not in mine.
Yeah.
Where I really got my top 10 from is thinking, right, Christmas party, what would you want on?
Fair, yeah.
Do you know
My
what I
next
mean?
one's Frosty the Snowman in the notable mentions.
Yeah, that's not on my list either.
Yeah, I just think that's fun.
No.
It's literally just called Christmas, but it's like I'm singing deck the halls.
But it's not like Christmas at all. Yeah. I like that one. I like that one.
Next one, this was gonna go in my top 10, but I was like, I can't put this in my top 10, but it's an absolute banger. Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's on mine.
So yeah, I was gonna put it in. I was like, I can't. I need to go with classics when it comes to the songs.
You love it. You're just scared in case you get ripped because it's just
It's an absolute banger. I'm not hiding from that fact. It's a great song. And then
It
my
is so
final
good.
one was in my top 10, but I moved it down, and it was Driving Home for Christmas.
It's a classic.
I know it was in my top 10. I had it in my top 5
Love
at one
it.
point, but then I was like, it kept getting down, and then there was one song, and I was like, I need to I need to put it in.
Just love it. You know, when it's on the radio, I just think, oh, I love it.
Yeah, literally. So they're my notable mentions. So I'll let you kick us off with your number 10 for songs.
Okay, so my number 10 is Santa Tell Me. Do you know
Okay.
what one that is?
Yeah. Because do you know what my
I
number
bet
10
you
is?
do. Is it the same?
Santa, tell me. Yeah.
You're really there.
Yeah. What number
I'll
10
not
for you
sing
as well?
anymore because everyone's going to stop listening.
Yeah. That's why I didn't start singing.
But yeah, oh my god, so good start, both the same.
Yeah. Both the same for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no real explanation when it comes to
Yeah.
songs. Number 9, what you got?
So my number 9 is Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. I love it.
Fair. Yeah.
I love
fair.
it.
Is that because it's Justin Bieber or just because it's a good song?
No, I just love the song.
Right, fair.
And you
Jingle
know
Bell
what?
Rock for me.
Oh,
It's high on yours,
right.
isn't it?
It's not on mine.
Did you forget about it?
Yeah. But looking at my list, I don't think I would put it on.
Fair. I just think it's a fun song, me.
And it is a fun song, but I always sing the silly version of it.
Ah, fair.
You know what you used to do at school, at work.
At work. I mean, if it was us two together at work, definitely.
100%.
But yeah. What were you going to say before I said Jingle Bell Rock for mine?
Mistletoe by Justin Bieber, that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of this song. Not a big fan. I didn't really know it as well. And George at work introduced us to it because it's one of his favourites.
Yeah.
And every year since I've listened to it on repeat. I love it.
Yeah.
So shout out to George for introducing us to Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
George has taste. That is a great
He
song.
does have taste. He does.
Yeah. So, yeah. It should have been in my top 10, but I was like, looking at my list, I don't think I could put it above it because I think if I, like you said, at a Christmas party and I wanted to get right in the spirit,
That's it, isn't it?
yeah, I don't think I would have put Mistletoe above any that I've got on this list.
Yeah,
for getting in
that's
the
how I
spirit.
did mine. I just thought Christmas party, what would be my top, songs? But if I heard
Yeah.
it come on, I would think, right, get me up there now.
Yeah, fair
That's the way I've done it.
yeah. Number 8 then.
Step into Christmas.
I knew you were going to put that in your top 10, you know.
Do you want to know why?
That was meant to be my notable mentions because I haven't got it in my top 10.
Is it not on your list?
No, it's me last notable mention, which I didn't have on my screen. But I said beforehand to myself, I was like, Megan will have this in her top 10 because Gavin and Stacey.
That is why?
Yeah.
That is exactly why. Are you
Yeah,
asking
no.
me to step in?
Yeah.
Step into Christmas? Oh my god. Yeah, that's why I love
knew you
it.
would have it in, you know. I actually didn't.
Yeah. You know how big of a Gavin and Stacey fan I am? It had to be in there.
Yeah. It was my notable mention, and I only put it on a notable mention because I knew you would have it in yours, but I forgot. I forgot to even say it. It's on the bottom.
You know us too well, and it has to be.
Literally. Mine was Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Right.
It's a Christmas song, and it's a
Right.
classic.
Yeah. No, it is a classic. It's not on my list though.
It's not.
No, which is starting to make me think. Because all of my top ones are like proper classics. So I wonder what one is not on there for you.
Okay. So moving on, then what's number 7?
Number 7 is Driving Home for Christmas. Driving Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just a classic. And again, it reminds us of Gavin and Stacey because it's on there as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I've never watched Gavin and Stacey properly.
Well, you want to turn it on.
Right now, leave the phone.
Yeah.
Do a watch along instead.
Oh my god, I can't believe you. Right, watch the Christmas specials because they're so good.
Okay.
So
I'll try
good.
to give them a watch.
Okay.
My number 7 was very basic. This one, to be fair, there's probably better songs I've left off this list. Looking at it now, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah. I wouldn't put that on my list.
It can't get any more Christmassy than that song.
No, I get it, but to me, it's not really like.
It's not my. It wouldn't be my top 10 most enjoyable songs.
Yeah.
Because driving home for Christmas, I would overplaying Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
So now
Maybe you're gonna have to start rethinking your list.
I think I am. I mean, that's the only one that I've disagreed with so far. But looking at the rest of it, I'm kind of intrigued to see what you've got in the top 5 again.
Yeah, I think I've smashed this top 5. I've really thought about my list as well.
I really like my top 5, so now I'm really intrigued what your top 5 is.
Right, okay.
Because you've not mentioned any of my top 5 yet, so I wonder if it's going to be like the movies where we had different 10 to 6. But the
Yeah.
5 to 1's pretty similar.
There's gonna be, I think we've got, so my 1 to 6, I think we've got the same songs in, but I think there's one that I've got that you won't have.
Right, okay. What's number 6 for you then?
So number 6 for me is Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
Good song. It's not my number 6, but
Okay.
I like the song. I think it's worthy of a top 6 finish.
Yeah.
My number 6 is Last Christmas.
Right, okay. Love it. See, we're getting to the proper classics now.
Yeah, I just think, what do you hear when you're in the car on the radio every single year? Last Christmas is always on.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. What's your 5 then?
Last Christmas.
Oh, is it? Fair, man.
Yeah.
We're very, very close then. So,
Yeah.
the one that I've got at number 5, what I'll say now, I think is going to be quite high for you going off your movie choices.
Oh, okay.
But it's either that, right, or it's not on the list at all.
Right.
So it's either going to be in your top, like, these top 5s, or it's going to be not on your list at all. But I think if it's on your list, it'll be 1 or 2 due to the movie selection.
Really?
My number 5 is Baby It's Cold Outside.
I forgot about that one.
And why it's so high for me is Elf.
Elf.
In the bathroom stall.
In the shower.
When he just wanders in and starts singing with her. Like,
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? It's so funny. Oh, yeah, so you're right, because it's not on my list at all. But, to be fair, well, it still would have been high, but I think it would have been on my list. I would have done a bit of swapping around there.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4 is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Okay. We're getting very close with positionings now. Because my number 4 is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day.
Oh, okay, and that was my 6. So, yeah, we're just doing a bit of swapping.
Yeah. Well, I'll not go into too much detail on that one because we've kind of covered it. But what's your 3 then? Top 3 now.
Okay, so my top 3 is Do They Know It's Christmas Time?
Ooh.
Have you got that on your list?
I've got it on my list.
Oh, okay.
But it's not 3 for me.
I just think, what a classic. And when it's on, and Christmas Party, if that comes on, everyone's up.
Yeah. My number 3 is All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, okay, so that was my 4. So again, just swapping.
Very close, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think, like you say, what's on every year? What do you hear constantly? For me, it had to be in the top 5. My top 5 probably could switch with themselves, but when it came to music, I was like, top 3 is what would I go out and be way to put on.
Yeah.
So what would be your 2?
Right, so I don't think this one is on your list.
Okay.
And it's Under the Tree.
No, you're right.
I love it.
I've never heard of it.
You have. You're here where you should be. Snow is falling. Don't make us sing anymore. Just say you know it.
I know it.
Do you not know it? Kelly Clarkson.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, Callum, it's mint.
Yeah, I do.
Right, okay, good. So that's number 2, just because I sing it all the time. All through December, I'm singing that song. You probably know that song because you've heard me singing it.
Maybe, yeah. And it's actually on my Christmas playlist, which is really bad.
Oh,
I
there
should have
we
knew
go.
that song.
Yeah, you should have.
Nah, it wouldn't be on my top 10 though. But it's a good song.
It is.
But like I say, I think when it comes to songs, it's one, subjective, and two, a lot of these could probably interchange with each other depending on your mood as well.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
Because my number two is, have I said? Well, number two, one more. Yeah.
Yeah, number 2.
Do they know it's Christmas time?
Yeah, so that was my number 3, you see.
Yeah.
So I think if I didn't have Under the Tree, and ours would be the same pretty much.
Yeah, and I think we've got the same number one because you haven't mentioned what my number one is.
Yeah, I think we do. And if this isn't on your list, I'm worried.
Same, if my number one's not on your list, then I'm just going to end the podcast.
Right, should we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Right, you count it down then.
3, 2, 1. Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale of New York.
Yeah, had to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So impressed.
To be fair, that's not bad for the list, you know. We're pretty similar. I thought we would be as well, to be fair. Cause
Yeah, I did.
At work, we used to always agree on pretty much everything anyways.
Yeah.
We used to get a lot of jip off of our people for some of our points of views, so...
I still do now.
Yeah, I don't go in the office anymore, so...
I know you don't. You need to come back in. And our Christmas party's on Friday.
I might bring the beard and the hat in.
Yeah, you should. Defos.
But...
And the tree's up now at work.
Is it?
Mhm.
Who done it this year?
Jackie.
Did you? Oh, she always does, to be fair.
So you'll have to get yourself back in and start, spreading some Christmas cheer. Yeah.
I might. I still haven't decided if I'm going on Friday or not yet, so...
Well, how are you, Callum? We've got a list.
Yes, we do.
For the DJ?
For the DJ. Doing up with it. But Fairy Tale in New York, what's your reasoning for one?
It's just a classic. Like, I've always loved it. I think I've got that from my dad.
Yeah.
It's always been his favourite Christmas song, and I think it's just mint, isn't it? And I don't want to mention it again, but I'm going to. It's on Gavin and Stacey too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fair. I should have guessed.
Yeah, I just love it. It's just mint.
Nah, I'm the same. It's my favourite one. It's as a kid as well, because obviously some of the lyrics in it, it's the only song when it used to come on, I used to scream certain lyrics.
I was just about to say, you proper get into it, don't you?
Yeah. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I know exactly
like,
what you're talking about.
Like you maggot.
Yeah.
You used to just scream that part of the song because it's like it wasn't heard of in music at the time.
Yeah, and my parents are not going to tell me off for singing this Christmas song.
Exactly that, yeah. And it's that one when your dad always goes, do you know such and such died off a jet ski? I can't even remember her name.
You know what? My dad always does that with the facts. With any films is worse with my dad. Or like, you could not get my dad to sit down and do this because he'll listen to about like 100 songs and they're all in his top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my top 10 favourite of all time. But he said it for like the past 100, so he would really struggle with something like this.
I'm really bad with that when it comes to movies, to be honest, because I'm like, this movie's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Then I'll watch another movie. This movie's one of the best movies that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, like because I'm such a Christmas girl, you know me, I love December. My birthday's in December, Christmas, I just love it. And with Christmas films, I found that like not very hard because I love watching Christmas films. But if you were to sit us down and say what's your top 10 films, I would really struggle because I'm not like a big watcher of films, really.
Oh, I'm a nerd, me. I rate them on IMDb and everything, me. I'm proper a nerd when it comes to that sort of crap.
See, I just get a bit bored sometimes, but with Christmas films, there's no boredom. I'm glued.
Yeah, there can't be any boredom with Christmas movies, let's be honest.
No, absolutely not.
Nah. Anyways, Meg, let's just wrap it up there.
Wrap it up, I love it.
Wrap it up, see, Christmas twins wasn't even intentional.
Well, I've had such a brilliant time, and I'm going to go and watch a Christmas film now.
I love it. I'm going to go and watch Newcastle play football, so...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect timing. That's what I was really looking at the time, not how long we were on the podcast. Getting ready for the Newcastle game at 12:30. But thank you so much for coming on, Meg.
No problem. Thank you.
everybody who's tuned in as well, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and if you're listening, and give us a 5-star review. But we'll end the episode there.
Perfect. Thank you. Bye.